Welcome back to Curdia Legends. It's the second semi-final. Anders Frederix versus Gery Hermans. Two ends to decide who claims the last spot in the final. Every stone could be the difference. Will Anders lock it down, or can Gery break through? The pressure's rising, and only one will survive the ice.
All right. It's Andres with the choice of hammer, taking it in the second end. So he will start things off.
Immediately on the broom here, sweeping his own stones.
Wanting to make sure this one gets in. This one feels really light. Is that even going to get over the hog line?
Yeah, you mentioned during the warm-up he immediately put something on the pin, but warm-up is way in the past. That's ancient history, as Andres is trying to get this one to bite, but it is not. I think if there was one person here at the club who had a personal nickname for each stone, it's probably Gery.
Probably.
Interesting sweeping technique here.
Kind of leaning on the broom. That kind of helps it a lot. I've been told that it's more than cleaning. It's almost equal to a full sweep. Best position here. He could split his. He could try to chip it in and get the shooter in as well. This one a little bit on the heavier side, coming up that same side Gery just did, but a little bit narrower, so that should come in between, but that feels way too heavy.
Yeah, I was gonna say no takeouts allowed just yet. Was he going for a tap split? If someone cannot blame the ice during this Curdia Legends tournament, it's Gery. Gery volunteered to prep the ice for us. We are extremely grateful for that.
Yes, this one coming in. Looks pretty good. Want to get this one covered up right there, just behind the tee line. Draw around and freeze on top. Corner freeze would be good.
Again, this feels pretty well paced. I can hear Dirk saying in the back, no takeouts allowed. Maybe people read this as a takeout.
Don't think it's quite that heavy. He is going to try to curl this over, get on his red, and will that get down over? I think that's just going to provide a guard for Gery, but he could run that back. The tiebreaker, so is Gery going to be playing for 2? Obviously, you want to win both ends if you can, but if he is going to not have the hammer in the next end, he is going to need to score 2 here. Can't afford to 2 or more, honestly. Can't afford to play for a tie. So he'll want to get this one in behind that red. That's going to curl over and get on it. Is that going to tap that red back too far? No, just going to kiss it right up against it.
Any mistake can cost you the game here. There is not really that much room for a mistake. Feels wide to me.
Not going for the hit, so he is trying to draw this one in around behind.
I'm just one of the few sweepers, even if he's solo sweeping, still next to the stone instead of behind it. Often you would see people.
This one just staying out wide. Now it starts to curl around, but is that going to be enough? No. Just sits out on the edge of the 4-foot.
Amusing to play, let's put it that way.
Yeah, they're having fun. They're enjoying that head-to-head aspect of it.
Feels like a controlled takeout here. Going for that.
Ooh, it feels wide.
Yes, it does. It is definitely hitting red on the wrong side, but doesn't matter that much. Yellow.
And
what the heck?
Any draw at that middle, and if it stays in the middle, this one feels tight. He's actually not going for a draw. He is playing a hit. Trying to get this to curl over.
Going to hit the yellow one.
Is that takeout yellow onto the red?
It could work. It could work. Whoa, interesting.
Whoa, strong move there.
Yellow is shot. Yellow is shot. It is close. And we've seen a couple of attempts miss here. Is Gery? Is he going to be able to take out the second shot stone, the red one? Important stone here. Not much to lose. It's a very nice equation in terms of risk versus reward.
He has to make sure he hits it on the nose or on the inside, and that's going to hit the guard. Oh, and so
it's 1 yellow.
Put some pressure on Andres. He needs to steal this end to go through. No matter how many points, if he loses this end, that's all she wrote for Gery. So it is going to be, every stone is going to be critical. This one coming down into the house, is that going to go past the T line? I think so. That's actually going to settle down in the back of the 4-foot.
Results being a tie, which is good enough. Or under is a tie, just as same as a win. So Gery has to set up for a steal here. Does that bring extra pressure that you know you have to steal on your opponent's hammer?
I would imagine it does, and I imagine that you know that first stone from Gery doesn't look terrible, but knowing it's behind the T line, that means it just can't get any better. Andres coming up light again, just doesn't get it into the house.
That's how things work in curling. Swimmers don't blame the water, but curlers sure as hell blame the ice.
And that guard from Andres, that's an advantage for Gery.
Mm-hmm.
He can get behind it, start using it, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's trying to bring this over. Oh. This feels also a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
Will that carry past the tee?
Andres not out there to sweep.
Does carry past. He's got backing. He just doesn't want to tap them out. There are no takeouts yet. Still one more stone before we can start seeing some hits.
If Andres would manage to get to the final.
This feels heavy.
Is
he
heavy
hitting?
Indeed.
Ooh, this is going to be on hits.
Hit is not allowed. Well, hit is allowed, but takeout not. And it is a takeout, and the Yellowstone will go back.
Don't move the red one yet, Gery. Why do people do that? You know where it was?
I guess he set the broom, but I think it was he, but I'm not.
No, he played Guy in the playoff match, so it would have been Dries.
Dries, yeah, it was Dries. So yeah, this is a rematch. But Andres, 1 win, 2 losses. Lost against Jeroen and Gery, and now Andres, in order to win this tournament, he has to beat Jeroen and Gery.
Yep. And it shows how the seeding worked too. We got the 3 of the 4 semifinalists coming from the same group. So anything can happen if you get into the knockout round.
Now, option here. And he needs to take both yellows out. Again, 1 point is not, but he pushed it outside and it's way out and big push.
Out, yeah, sliding was in, got a bit exaggerated with the push, with the release, and just pushed it way outside. Smooth, controlled slide. Just gonna make sure this one comes down. Curls over, feels on the heavier side.
Feels wide, especially.
Yeah, staying out wide. Starting to slow down, but that's gonna come down just a bit on the outside. Leave a pocket.
Weight was decent, but it was just way wide.
Should double it out and probably roll him under into an advantageous spot. So
even a nose it is pretty decent. It's,
yeah, that's also okay. Although that would leave the hit and roll open for Gery.
Yeah,
but to make sure this one slides, comes on in.
Nose hit is also
gets
pretty good.
Over on the edge, does roll it a little bit, but it jams on the back.
Yeah. Yellow sitting shots. Yeah, this is the kind of situation where you try to think what is my opponent is most likely to do, or what option does he prefer. Is this wide again, John? Needs to come in a bit.
Just on the inside there, it starts to curl, comes down on that eye, so I think that one's going to be just a little bit. Oh, no, gets a little bit more curl right there, and so that is going to take away that run back.
It is.
And so Andres needing to draw around the other side, needs to get slightly more than fully in the 4-foot.
Andres only needs 1 point to force a tie and squeeze his way.
That feels heavy, but he's on the sweep. It also feels a little bit tight. So is that going to tap back that red?
It's on the guard, John. It's on the guards, and he's sweeping. Stops
now
in time.
Curls over.
Could work. Could tap in red.
No,
could
it's going to just go over the top.
Almost tapped in that red one. And
almost, yep.
The rabbit foot
has run out of fur.
Yeah.
Semi-final complete. Gery Hermans takes down Andres Frederix 2-0. After a cautious first end, Gery broke through with the steal in the second to seal the win. Now he advances to the final, where he'll collide with top seed Jeroen Spread in a showdown for the crown. Don't miss the final. Subscribe now and catch every shot that matters.